What's up, y'all?
What it do, my guy?
We're
What's
back.
going on, guys?
Yep.
We're back here.
Another epi.
Another epi.
So, I would feel like I have to start off with another apology, guys. We had another episode that we could not air due to technical difficulties again. Let's just say Wi-Fi went out.
Work in progress.
Yeah, and we apologize. This Autumn was on the cast. Things didn't work out. That was a late night, another recording, right, Fonz?
Yes.
Witching
hour?
Yeah, it was cutting close. Dude, it was
Just about time we finished.
Well, I don't know, man. We're this close about summoning a demon. And all that.
Yeah, the reason why we say that is because we saw Undertone.
Welcome to the Undertone podcast. Where we talk about all the creepy and demonic.
Oh God. Okay, so we watched Undertone. We found out that the budget was $500,000.
Such a good movie, though.
It was great. It was great.
It was amazing. I honestly thought the budget was going to be higher.
Yeah,
for the way that the movie was presented itself.
Oh, so good.
I had goosebumps the entire time.
Really? The whole time?
Yeah, the whole time, because Randy kept scaring me.
Dude,
he kept yelling.
So he kept saying that I kept jumping. I swear to God, on my life,
I promise you probably weren't feeling it, but you were jolting.
Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, I was probably like,
I was just my fight and flight response was like, oh wait, no, we're just
yeah.
You got terrified. It's okay, guys.
It was honestly we're okay.
Okay, we can start that shit.
Yeah,
it's not the witching hour. We're okay.
It's somewhere.
At some point, at some time
in the East Coast.
Yeah,
it's not. It's 3 hours. We're past it.
Okay, sorry, getting off topic. God. Okay, so going on Undertone. We all rated it at roughly average 9 out of 10. Correct me if I'm wrong. 9 out of 10.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Go see it. If you guys didn't see it, you have to go see it. It's one of those ones where you only film in the house, kind of like Paranormal. Manny was talking about it. They showed like certain angles where you thought something was coming out, and we don't want to spoil it too much for you because this one isn't an Undertone cast tonight, so we're not going to give too much on detail on it. I would say I would recommend and put a link on the next cast, but it's sad to say we can't air that one. It's just once you get this good quality of audio, we can't go back. So we're gonna need to revisit that. Maybe we can publish that later, but it is a great episode.
It was a great episode, and honestly, great movie overall. Yeah, go watch it. Once we figure out how to fix it, well,
I don't think there's going back from that one.
Or re-record it. I don't know.
We could revisit that.
I was always busy though, so we gotta on the schedule.
Yeah. Closing up Undertone real quick, we will say that it is one that is very chilling, suspenseful. Not too many jump scares. It keeps you on your toes. It is the modern day of like The Ring. We talked about it now because podcasts are big now, and lo and behold, we have our own. I would go visit it just because it feels like like if you're so immersed. As soon as she puts the headphones on, you feel like you're in it. It's so intimate, just like a normal podcast. So please watch it. We're not sponsored by them, but I promise you, as horror fans, suspense, thriller, we've seen a lot of them. So I would strongly recommend that you guys watch this one. It's a good one.
Yep.
Okay. So with that being said, unless you guys have something else to say about it.
No.
Other than the budget, the fact that it touches on, like I said, sinister. I'm not going to go into details about it. Really good, because we don't want to spoil it for you. Like I said, this podcast is for Marshals tonight, and we saw episode 3. So
you guys have the cowboy hats, right?
Yeah, there you go. What do we think about Marshals this episode, Fonz?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah?
My scale has finally moved.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Before we get into me, you go
Yeah.
first.
Well, no, wait. Now I'm interested.
No, no, no,
No, no, no.
no, no, no.
Okay. um, I don't know. I finally got to see, I guess, the storyline that I've been wanting from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a better understanding of like Casey's role now. Am I still sad that Casey's in this CSI kind of episode and kind of show thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But I mean, moving away from the Yellowstone and just focusing on what Casey is and Casey's show, absolutely. It's a good now. It moves from a 5.5 to like a 7, guys.
It's a little high for you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have high standards, so.
Wow.
Wow.
Table that one.
Wow. Okay.
Manny's like, we'll table that one.
What about you?
Okay. Well, to counter your previous point, I think you heard me say it. I was like, now we know. I tapped you on the shoulder. I was like, now we know why Casey's brought in, right?
Yeah.
It took a minute, but now we know. Like he fits in to balance the two, right?
Yeah. He definitely is that bridge. I think that's what you actually mentioned, that he's kind of bridging that gap, and kind of making sure that everyone is like balancing out. It kind of plays into his whole character of, being just the normal Joe that has to make these tough decisions. Doing what's right by doing sometimes things that might seem wrong at the moment, but finding a way to navigate it and still be able to make the right decision to, at the end, for all parties to kind of, be at peace somewhat.
Yeah. They're trying to search for some middle ground here, what's his character in, I just had it. The one who's part of the res, opposite side of Casey, who's on the team.
Miles.
Yeah. So just like him, he was saying like they've been searching for peace for centuries, basically. Not centuries, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely.
Decades.
For years. What I really enjoyed about this episode was you were able to see both sides. You had Miles and then you had Belle, both kind of putting in their perspectives, being members of opposite sides.
Now you know where Belle fits in.
Yes, I'm finally starting to see Belle, although
character developments a
little bit.
Yeah.
That first thing was kind of a tease, but at the same time kind of irrelevant.
We didn't get, I think they're building on that. Unless we miss something, and then like I said, we're dumb takes. So
no, I feel like it was a dumb take.
Okay, Manny, what are you thinking here? What
like my rating?
Rating and
in general, what did you think about the episode?
To be honest, I was slightly underwhelmed with the episode. Of course, it did take on the direction of what we already have said. It's going to be this new NCIS, CIS type show. And it kind of did. We talked about while we were watching it, the camera angles when they were kind of at the, I think they call that the war room.
Yeah.
Where they're discussing everything. And there's just this constant circle going and showing everybody talking.
Yeah.
That way they can get everybody on frame, showing what they were saying. It still has more to go. They gave us that not buffer, but the definition of what Casey is doing there, what his purpose is there for. But I'm still hoping, maybe we'll get a little bit more. Actually, they referenced Yellowstone, what, a dozen times? This episode, which is kind of funny. We said we weren't going to talk about Yellowstone, and they referenced it several times.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like somehow they always have to bring us back to the Yellowstone, and I think it kind of piggybacks on the idea that Casey can't run away from his past. He is who he is. He needs to accept his roots, and essentially, going back into what we were discussing right now, what we're seeing, what his character is being that bridge. You know, he has experience in being on the opposite side. He has experience being with the group, being against the group. And he's one of the characters that can honestly like flip a switch and know every side of the perspective and understand, well, I get why they're doing what they're doing. I get how these people feel the way that they feel, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I really enjoyed about this episode, that you really got this story development and these perspectives that, you know, in the first two episodes you weren't really getting.
Yeah.
At first, I feel like the first two episodes were very just, here's a crime, let's solve it, and bam, we resolved it. We caught the perps. We end at the bar scene. We're celebrating,
Mm-hmm.
and which has been the repetitive
It's a theme.
theme.
Yeah.
You know, they're where they're trying to connect. All of a sudden, there's something that forces them to connect. They solve the case together. Yay, team! Let's go celebrate at the bar.
Mm.
And Casey still being the detached lone wolf, where it's like, all right, you guys go celebrate. I got my own things I got to handle too.
Yeah, and that's where I kind of disagree, only because I heard the take that John said earlier was like, sorry, we had multiple people, tuning in on tonight, but they're not here with us, obviously. I will say that they were. It's a thing where I'm like, okay, I guess it's NCIS, and maybe we should just deal with it. I know they're trying to keep it it's a spinoff, right? We have to hyphenate the off part of it and realize that it's like they are a little bit just kind of doing that. At least I even saw it again this episode. I'm not going to say it's not. I will argue against myself and say that they are, they include Yellowstone, they include the res, and they include how there's still like an impact going on post Yellowstone, and now we're trying to figure out how Casey grapples with it, but also how other people are also finding an impact on them because they're now main characters. That I can defend on that end. However, I still feel the show is still going on that repetitive, like, we caught the bad guys. Okay, let's celebrate at the bar. That's unfortunately, I think that's just how the show might go, and that's just how I think they envisioned it right now. I will correct myself. It's not 6 to 8 episodes on this one. It's 13 episodes.
We got 10 more episodes of this.
Yeah, so I hope it takes a major turn and we're wrong about it, because there's nothing more for me to be, me happy to see that it's wrong, because I don't want to see that repetitive cycle where people get tired of it. There's a reason why Law and Order lasted so long. NCIS as well has major spinoffs, and NCIS New York, NCIS Chicago, I think, NCIS. Like there's so many of them. Yeah, it makes sense. It works, and it would theoretically work for Yellowstone-ish, but it's not. I don't think it's what us as viewers would want to see, because we're so used to it. And wait till the end of this, guys, because we're going to talk about another set. We're going to segue a little bit and tie all this in a circle, why I think this. But I will say that it's just, I'm afraid it's going to be repetitive.
Well, you know what? I honestly think, yes, in a sense, there is a repetition, but I feel like this episode is kind of hopefully foreshadowing a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the NCIS and like the CSI shows and everything, if you think about it, why they lasted so long is that every episode presented a common problem that you see on a day-to-day life. You know, it's a crime, it's some trouble that's going on, and I feel like this one is kind of focusing more on the troubles and the common things that you see in that kind of environment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're in the wilds of Montana. You know, what are the conflicts that are going on there?
Mm-hmm.
We have the ranchers, we have the people that live in the res. We see this conflict. you know, and we're not very in tune with what those conflicts usually are on a day-to-day basis, or, you know, for the span of years. And I feel like maybe that's what the show's going to probably start showing. It's like, okay, well, these are the kind of things that they have to deal on a daily basis.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
these are the kind of problems that they're, you know, seeing and dealing with. And again, with Casey being able to see all sides of the situation, he really kind of brings everything into a full circle.
Mm.
And like I said, this is the first episode where I actually see everyone kind of playing their own role and providing that perspective.
Yeah, good point.
You have Cruz, who's the outsider, has no idea
what this lifestyle is like.
What this lifestyle is like.
Yeah.
You have Miles, who understands the perspective of, you know, the res and what they had to deal with. Because he even said it himself, he's like, you know, I took on this badge to kind of help my people, but now they see me as the enemy. But I know that doing this, I'm going to somehow help out my people. Bell season is like, well, I come from these ranchers, you know, and, you know, I can see their perspective. Because even in their little interaction and their little, you know, when they were bonding, they both realized, like, well, you understand that this is a feud for the past several hundred years. Yep, I understand this is a feud that has been going on for several hundred years. But you know who has it worse? Casey, because he's been in both sides.
Yeah.
You know, he married the girl from the res.
Yeah.
He comes from a legendary family, you know, of ranchers. And he's the one that's going to have to balance it all out, where he is kind of like the lone wolf.
Yeah.
You know, res people are going to look at him and it's like, hey, you were one of us at one point, and now you're on their side. Meanwhile, the ranchers are going to look at him and, hey, your family built this.
Yeah.
They did what they had to do for this way of life, and now you're against us. So he's pulling the short stick in any situation.
Yeah, just like Rainwater was saying, like you resonate with us. You understand. Your family's been doing this the same way we have been, and now that you're giving it back, it's odd seeing you on the other side, but trying to keep a mutual ground.
And I feel Rainwater actually understood that at the very end too.
Yeah.
You know, when he's like, okay, you know what, brother to brother.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, you know, this was a tough pill for you to swallow. And I understand where you're coming from. At the end of the day, just know I have your back. I hope you have my back. I know you have my back. But we're going to have to navigate this and figure this out together. You know?
Yeah. I do think it's funny that, I don't know if you guys caught this. Miles. Sorry, guys. Weird joke. But this is us, right? Dumb take. So Miles, if you guys didn't catch it, Miles was when Casey teaches them how to clear ground and cover it, like clear corners.
He repeated it.
What's that? Yeah.
He repeated it.
Yeah.
In the fight.
So when he repeated, take the real estate, what did he say?
Take the real estate, don't give it back.
Don't give it back. Yeah. I think it's funny that him saying that as a character coming from the res, take the real estate, don't give it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they did take the real estate.
Dude,
they took the biggest chunk of real estate.
Yeah. So I think that's hilarious that he was the one that they made him say, take the real estate, don't give it back. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going there. I see you. I see you with the jokes.
It was a good inside joke for those who knew about it.
Or know history a little
bit. Or
knew
history.
Because I took it as he's the one that's kind of been struggling in battle a little bit. Froze up when he saw the snake and everything like that. He's the one that's the first kill, you know, was dwelling with him for a long time. I took it as him. That was a positive reinforcement in his head. Like, this is what we got to do. I just learned this. This is how we do it. This is how we execute it.
Yeah.
So I took it that way. I actually didn't take it the way Randy did it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how different minds think like that. And touching on Manny's mind again, here we go. Manny talking about techniques. How do you grade those techniques, Manny? Casey taking down one of the guys even when they were on the flank. And I like the fact that they didn't shoot, and he was like, "You guys go the other way. We're gonna draw fire over here. You guys pull up on the rear."
Yeah, no, that made perfect sense. You're gonna flank somebody. You don't want to give away your position. He told them, "Don't shoot. We'll cover. We'll
Yeah.
distract." They went around. They flanked, and then when they did get the guy, you asked me how I thought about the technique.
Yeah.
The guy had already given up. He was already down, face down, his hands behind his back. But I didn't like that he kind of left Casey alone when he said he's over the ridge, he's dead, and then he goes, "Oh yeah, 3 center mass."
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I guess you can take it to where he felt comfortable that Casey can detain him, and there wouldn't be any issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 2
Fonz,
perps.
Fonz, how would you take him down? Describe your technique.
I would summon a demon. No, I'm just kidding.
I'd have him tickle him.
I have him tickle him. Look under the bed.
Okay.
No, I mean, overall, I'm starting to see the unison of the team. I like how Pete is kind of, forcing Casey to kind of take ownership and kind of take leadership
Get
and
involved.
get involved. I think Pete sees that there's some potential in Casey and how he can help them out and to become better and navigate this situation a little bit better. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like I'm still trying to figure out like what's Pete's,
like his end game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get me? And clearly Pete is also kind of going through some stuff.
He's struggling with something. We saw him taking medication.
Exactly. So I don't know. That one was kind of like I feel like it was just like kind of like a subliminal message there for him.
Subliminal.
Yeah, like I don't know how that's gonna pan out for him. But yeah, all in all, I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed this episode because I really got to see those stories. I really got to see the development. I really got to see all that action and that, how everyone's fitting with each other rather than just, all right, here's a crime, you guys do you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are showing the team bonding more, which is cool. Of course, they ended up at the bar afterwards anyways.
Yeah.
And that bar scene, I'll let you guys touch on that bar scene at the end where Pete thought they were going to have to throw down. Where he held the bottle behind his hand or his back. But yeah, they're showing the team bonding, which is good.
Yeah.
You're going to go from there. But I don't think we're going to get away from, this is our mission, or like here episode starts, something happens. Okay, we found this. This is our new mission for the day. We're going to go take this group down or whatever it is. And then they're parting at the end. I feel like that's going to be a constant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, I feel like it's kind of just pushing the show into that, again, the day-to-day troubles, and I don't know. My prediction is that what we're going to see being developed is how there's a resolution at last for, a conflict that's been going on for years, since the settlers first came. It's the whole, we were here first, you guys are the invaders. Well, you guys are the, we're the progress and you're not allowing for it. Because they also they made a reference to that, how the one that they caught that was supposedly the shooter turned out not to be.
Yeah.
How he was complaining like, well, it's their fault.
Yeah.
We could be progressing, we can be moving on, we could finally provide all these other opportunities for, this father who's taking care of his young and provide all this work in a place where, work is scarce, or there's only one profession that you can really have. On the opposite end of that, it's like, well, that totally goes against what the Dunnans were all about. They were like, no, the way of life is this. This is the only way of life. This should be the only way of life. there shouldn't be any more of this progress that they want to see.
Good word. Progress that they were talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Progress is a bad word, apparently, over there.
Apparently, yeah. Progressive. No. Shifting gears. So now this is the point where if you guys stayed and stuck along with us, hopefully this is rewarding to you guys. We did touch on Madison on a previous podcast. We did watch that episode together. I will say that one, Taylor Sheridan, man, oh man, if you're listening, watching at some point, you've done it again where you have this way of telling a story and having us like some character or somebody, especially somebody as good as Kurt Russell, and being able to, being for
Wait,
us
are there
as,
spoilers ahead?
yeah, oh, maybe, yeah. Good call, Manny.
Yeah,
Sorry
I
if
was
you guys
like,
didn't
wait,
watch it. I will say that, guys, there's spoilers right now, so don't. If you haven't seen Madison, this is the time you should pause it,
Come back later.
come back. So this is your warning. Where he has us love a character so much, and it tells such a strong story, and you know it's coming. It's the tones you can hear that he plays. Manny said is the chords very similar to Yellowstone, and we can feel at home with it. And it almost feels like these characters come to complete peace, and therefore they've reached complete happiness, and this is their end of it. Maybe that's why, Monica got killed or a couple other characters got killed off, but it takes away, a little bit of what we hope to watch, but keeps you on the edge of your seat because you want to watch more. I always tell everybody when you're watching Taylor Sheridan, no one's safe. Like John Hamm, and sorry, spoilers again for.
I think everybody's caught up with that one.
Yeah,
Everyone's caught up with Landman.
Yeah, if you're Taylor Sheridan fans, and you guys, there's no warning on that one. That one, you guys know. For Landman, I was like, damn, John Hamm, nice, gone. Kurt Russell, nice. Oh man, that was
I don't know. Determined.
well, like you called it out. I mean, he was going to be in flashbacks. I think he's going to continue to be in flashbacks. That is a different take on city folk coming in like us, coming into the wildlife and coming in and adapting and learning the true beauty of how time can slow down and still mean so much. It means so much more when you can spend it with your loved ones. And I truly enjoy that take in the beginning, and how much he was saying, like, I don't want to go back. Like, it's time to go.
I never want to leave.
I never want to leave.
And he didn't.
And he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I thought was interesting. Funds?
Honestly, if we're talking about the Madison, that first episode, Jesus.
Should we switch gears to just that?
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
It was, oh, dude, I loved it. I was like, that's how you start a show. That is how the foreshadowing, the secret messages, the imagery, the bonding, the conversations, the lines that were being seen by each character, and being
the camera angles,
the
too.
camera angle. I mean, just everything about it just really captivated you, and it really had you at the, like you said, at the edge of your seat. To, my eyes were fixed the entire time. Like I was like, what's going to be next? What's going to happen next? And you saw it. You saw the hidden messages. If you pay attention, you can foresee what's possibly going to be happening, and then seeing it happen and still catching you off guard, even though you may have already suspected, what the next scene might be.
Correct.
And you have all these characters. You understand who these characters are, what they're standing for, what they're doing there. And at the very end, you see them all come together, and you see the storyline of what the show's going to be about. That's what I really enjoy.
Yeah.
It's that writing that really, catches you and wants you to watch the show more.
Yeah. Manny, what'd you think?
I loved it. I swear I was borderline in tears at some point.
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
really good. I just looked it up again. But it did have towards the end, like when they show her making the coffee, with him fly fishing, just a little
Yeah.
flashback.
In the blur.
The blur,
It's
yeah.
great.
It did remind me a little. I don't know for you guys, but it reminded me a little bit of the 1923,
Yeah, it did.
1893, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just the way it was. They're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
At, the brothers' ranch, Paul's ranch.
Yeah. Yeah. That was, oh, man, I don't know what else to say about it. You guys got to go ahead and watch that one if you haven't yet. I'm glad you tuning in now and maybe catching a glimpse of it. Sorry, we ruined it for you if you're at this point now. I mean, it's too late. We already Manny gave you the warning. Sorry. Thanks again, Manny, for, yeah. But to close this off, guys, thank you again for watching. Once again, this is another late night take. We try to do this every Sunday. And we publish it on Monday. So thank you for tuning in. For those of you on YouTube, thank you so much. If you guys haven't seen our Instagram, we're there on Deep Cuts, Dumb Takes. And we have Spotify too. Go ahead and check us out. All our links should be on there. If they're not, then that's my fault because I'm slacking. But that's okay. We're just shooting the shit, guys. So another late night take from us with our deep diving buddies, right?
Our diving buddies?
We haven't said that in a while.
I know.
Our
hashtag?
Our deep cutters and
Ooh.
deep divers.
Our deep divers.
Not deep buddies fonts. That was a weird take you had.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Manny wasn't there for that one. He said, hold on.
He said it.
No.
He said it.
If you guys go back to the episodes.
You deleted the episode, actually, where you said it.
No. No, I didn't say
Coincidence? I don't know, guys.
Okay. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Absolutely.
Or as the new kids do it, thank you.
What are you pinching?
Oh, you've never seen this? This is a heart.
What? That's
okay.
I don't know about these kids these days.
I don't.
How is
It's
that
a heart.
work?
It's a heart. No.
Okay.
That's
All
a heart.
well, that's the other. Which one's the other heart that?
Oh, this.
With the
There you go. I can't do it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad Fonz can do it. Well, I appreciate you guys. We all do. It means a lot. We'll catch you guys on the next week. We'll publish this one tomorrow, but for you guys to be today. So, all right, guys, we'll catch you later. It was great talking with you.
As always.
Yeah, Manny.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Peace.
Later.
That's the game, that's the ride. We push those scenes you love.